So I'm going to explain to you why you have a U.S. Space Force bill. The reason you have, so if you go to Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, you'll realize the reason you have a Space Force is because you have interdimensional aliens trying to keep you in here. And those spaceships, let me regress, all of the space shuttles you've ever seen were covers for the actual space shuttles. Space shuttles are military assets, and they would do their best to destroy alien ships. And as you can see in the 80s, you witnessed a ship being destroyed on your television systems and your propaganda machines. So all space shuttles were designed to be a cover for all of their attacking spaceships. So that's what the shuttle program was all about. That has progressed into more advanced vehicles, vessels, if you like, and which you can use conscious navigation. So the U.S. Space Force is, and what you're seeing with the satellite systems, SpaceX, et cetera, a lot of those satellites are actually weapons to defend yourself. And guess what? You didn't vote for it, did you? So most of those satellites that you've heard about with Elon Musk or otherwise, those are actually patrol ships, and they do have weapons on them. And so what the bad guys have done, what we're calling aliens who have no heart center, that's really what this is about, is don't look at race, don't look at gender, don't look at genetics, look at volume of heart center that they may or may not have. What they've done is they've put, if you can see what it looks like from outside of here, they've made a yarn ball around your planet. Dark yarn ball. So they've covered the space in which you're on your planet. Remember that you're only aware of about maybe 10-20% of your planet. You're only inhabiting a very small portion of the planet you're aware of. In that area, they've made a yarn ball around you, dimensional yarn ball, so that you can't get out here. So when you die, you get reincarnated into their little recycling center. And that's why I'm here, is to break you free of that. So the yarn ball that's around the space and dimensional reality you're claiming to be planet Earth, that has got lots of gaps in it now. So the reason you have a U.S. Space Force is within that yarn ball, there's tremendous amount of beings that cannot get out. And they believe that they can control humanity. So they'll puppeteer humans, like George Bush Sr. as an example. They'll puppeteer that person, or Barack Obama, and they'll race around in spaceships. And they'll change the being that's in that physical body, control things. Joe Biden's probably a good example of they engineered that individual to be a dying individual. Kamala Harris, they've infused an alien being in there as an example. So if you look at them, you can see Kamala Harris has not got consciousness from the light. And this is not to look in the past whatsoever. It's really, so you start associating with, how do demons work? How do they work? They pretend to be humans and interact with you, and then control the outcomes of situations. I would say 90% of the population is alien in America. So in North America, they're trying to possess a lot of land, but they look like June from North Dakota. They look like humans, and they jumped into a body, and they're animating a body, but they have no heart center. It's a big story, everyone, and I will stay with you throughout the eons. I will never let go of you. Never let go of you. And it's important that we get traction with what we're really excited to do here, because it all goes away if you don't participate with timelines that are not yours, reactionary timelines. So the aliens that are being chased and pursued around your planet right now are monitoring your capability. They're struggling, by the way. They're monitoring your capacity to be a multidimensional being and understanding it. The U.S. Space Force is chasing these guys. And they don't quite have the same technology, but it's enough to be crafty enough to get these guys. So the dark aliens that are running around their spaceships, they have superior power than the U.S. Space Force. But the U.S. Space Force is savvy enough to organize with the other countries as one. And so our numbers are growing, and that's what's deteriorating the dark aliens that are doing their best to keep us in the ball of yarn. Okay, so you're stuck here, and you're supposed to be able to leave and go whenever you want. So that's normal for your consciousness. You've never been trapped anywhere before, ever. Yeah, you might have a good job, and you're making nice money, and you're having a pretty good life. And planet Earth is very, very energetic. It's a water planet. You're going to be very happy here. Duped, thinking that's all there is. So you have an interdimensional war going on with aliens that are trying to keep you inside this dimension, and or a dimension that you're co-creating. Okay, so that ball of yarn that's around you is being absolutely destroyed. It is still there. I call it a mesh network because it uses transient communications as well as it is transmitting to. Most of your chemtrails you see now are to track and trace vessels that are opposing the individual that's making the chemtrails. Is there negative chemtrails? Absolutely. Is there positive chemtrails? There is, to track and trace individuals coming into your dimension. The reason I'm so outspoken about this is we're at the end of the road now. We're at the ascension cycle. And really, you guys are so powerful, and your capabilities are so massive. It's really about you taking ownership of your sovereign space, your unbelievable essence. Your essence is what will destroy anything that opposes you. Please, love you, love you, love you. Your essence is it.
We're the only ones holding the safety pin together. It's all being dismantled and taken apart. It's the only thing holding it together is everyone still believing in the systems and obeying them.
That's right.
It's as simple as that.
There's no more rules, everyone.
Yeah.
Let's break all the rules. That's my suggestion. Yeah. It is tough to ask people to fight and stand up for themselves, but if you don't, what's the outcome? What happens if you don't stand up for yourself? What happens if you just lay down? And this is the way it is. You're in 1984, aren't you? 1984.
Yeah.
Now let's go outside the planet. Okay, so right now you have a tremendous amount of aliens running for their life right now. Their monarchy that controlled these, I'll say controlled these ships that are around your planet, interdimensional ships, has been terminated. So they don't know what to really do except the model that they've been told. So they don't have a leader anymore and been cut off. Okay, so outside of the yarn ball, your yarn ball now is, you know how you unwrap a yarn ball and you try and wrap it up again? It's got space in it now. It's got lots of gaps in it. So if you were to die, you could actually leave this planet and dimension and go to your home planet, other planets, many other planets. The reason this is so successful is because you never knew that there is a mesh network over you. When I look at outside of the yarn ball, which I have complete comprehensive understanding of the wars outside of your yarn ball, it's a cakewalk. Just a total cakewalk. They don't even have. So there's a race of beings that are trying to defend the beings within the yarn ball, and they're losing absolutely every minute of every day. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the capability. The light is coming in to destroy them. The light will destroy them. It's just nothing. It's just a cakewalk. But we rely on everybody within the yarn ball to be the horsepower to help us, because it's a dimensional reality. So when you're inspired, is the horsepower that you have to destroy all of those beings and give you all the fortitude and versatility that you would ever want. And in most cases, you won't stay on this planet. You'll probably go to your home planet. But this is our baby. This is our girl. We love this girl. She's a water planet. You always want to visit her. So that's my great encouragement. Or outside of your dimensional reality, for lack of a better term, is going very, very well. Your war interdimensionally, we are in it big time right now. Okay, and it's tough information, and I don't want to create absolutes, because I know you guys can create your own dimension. You can create your own world right now. But for the most part, these individuals that are in our dimension, as a generalization, they're trying to keep us here. They can't survive without us here. We offer them a solution. They want to get out of here, and they know we can do it. The one item all the aliens attack me on is educating you that if you live from your heart center, they can't keep up with us.